Hello agents, want to a little extra thing for Ingress Insights. I don't know when I'll release this, but at some point I just thought I'd do something a bit different, which is unboxing and rolling of Ingress dice. You might not be aware that they exist, but they do. So I'll do a short intro and then there'll be an episode around rolling Enlightened dice, an episode around rolling Resistance dice, and just chatting about them, seeing what's going on. So I'll show you both the boxes together first of all, because I think they look quite cool. So they both go together like that. So resistance dice set, enlightened dice set. Again, the logo goes together like that. On the back, just got a simple resistance enlightened thing. So I think they're quite good. But I play Dungeons and Dragons quite a lot, and they are official Niantic Labs Ingress gear, as it says. Let's see if that will zoom in on there. So that's both the boxes, and you can see there's some D&D paraphernalia about. So I've got my bar spells, things like that. So I'll get into rolling one set of these, and then you watch another episode, you see a different set being rolled. Hey agents, in this video I want to go over and unbox and roll the Enlightened dice set. So these I got at an Ingress anomaly as part of swag, but you can get them on various shops. I know the dieshoponline.com sell them, or at least they've got the resistance set. They probably have the Enlightened set as well. But these are cool little green coloured dice, and they are, as it says, official Niantic Labs Ingress gear. So let me get them out of the box. We've got the little plastic tray on with the little plastic cover, so could do with a fancier box, but for now that'll do. I'm just going to also talk through what the dice are used for in Dungeons and Dragons, because you may not have seen them before. You've probably seen a six-sided die, which is called a D6. So any dice in Dungeons and Dragons are like a D, so D6, D4, D20. You can get weird ones like D3s, D2s. I've got a D19 somewhere. But I'll go through, show these off, and roll them all, and we'll start at the lowest one and go up. So this one is a D4. You can see it's got a numbers each side there, and it goes up to 4. It's nice triangle shape. Really hurts when you step on it. Let's roll this one and see what we get. So that is a 2, because the 2 is at the top of it on there, and you use a D4 for little attacks like a dagger or an unarmed strike, little things like that. The next one you'll know as a D6. This has got a green coloured Abaddon logo on it, so I presume these dice came out around the time of that Anomaly series. I wasn't playing at the time, but you can also see that for 5 it's got obviously 5 points coming off for the nice little logo on there as well. So let's see what I roll with that. 2. Not great, lower than the D4, but never mind. Not the worst rolls I've ever made. Then moving on next, we've got the D8. So again, 8 sides, and it's got the Enlightened eye logo on there for the 8. 4 was not too bad, so not too bad for that roll. And moving on up next, we've got some dice that go as part of a pair. So this is the D10. Again, you can see there's 2 points coming off there for the 2, 4 for the 4, 6 for the 6, and so on. And of course, going around to the 10, we've got the Enlightened logo in nice green. So if I roll that, that's a 6, highest roll so far. As I mentioned, they are part of a pair, so this is a percentile die. So you see here it goes like 60, 80, that's 100 with the Enlightened logo, 20, 50, 30. So this would normally be rolled along with the D10, and that might determine loot tables or maybe wild magic effects, things like that happen, whether your teleportation spell works right. So roll that. So that was a 10 plus I think I got a 6 on the other one, so that'd be 16. That would be pretty low down on the list. Bad things might happen then. And then next we've got the D12. So again, this is all the points on there. I don't know why the 3's got loads of points, but then got the Enlightened Eye logo for 12. This one you don't really use in a few occasions. It's probably the least used die in the whole game of Dungeons and Dragons. It might be used well in other TTRPGs, but not for D&D. 1. I don't know if you can see that anything, but that was a 1. Oh dear, that wouldn't be much damage. And finally, this dice you'll use quite a lot, which is the D20. Again, the 20 is for the Enlightened Eye logo on there. It's got all the little points coming off. You'd roll this when you were doing attacks or skill checks or death saving throws. You'd be using this one a lot. So if I was trying to hit a monster with an AEC armor class of 15, then I need a 15 or more on the roll. I don't think I'm going to get that on this one. Nope, that is a 6, I think. Nope, it's a 9. I don't know. It's a 6 or a 9. It's one of those. But that's all the dice in the set. And the only real complaint that I have about the dice is they are quite light. So if you're not used to rolling chunky dice, maybe they're all right for you. But I've got quite a few bulky dice that I like to use. I like to feel it hit the table. And then the other thing is obviously the logos on there. So you've got like the Abaddon logo for a 1 on the D6 and the eyes for the other ones. So if it's your first time playing Dungeons and Dragons, it's probably not the best to do. You probably want dice that say the numbers so you know and you can add up, because Dungeons and Dragons involves a lot of math, or maths, depending on where you are. But I enjoy the Enlightened sets. I've not used it yet in a game, or I've not used this set in a game yet. I've got a game come up on Thursday that I'll probably use it in on there, see how they go. But that's about it from me. I just wanted to go through the Enlightened dice set on there that I got, as I said, part of some Ingress swag, and then just show them off and let you know what was happening. I've got a few D&D bits on the side, you might be able to see it as well, just in the midst of planning, and thought, oh yes, I've got the dice, let's do this. So hope you have a great day, agents. Happy hacking, and hope you listen to this either on the podcast feed, on the Patreon feed, or wherever you get the podcasts from. Bye.